Top 10 Ways to be a Nomad and Live the Life of Your Dreams. According to the dictionary, a nomad is a person who belongs to a people having no fixed habitation, and who moves from place to place to obtain new pasture for their cattle. Although this term captures the core of nomadism, a modern nomad could have a few unique priorities. Many choose this style of life as a means of escaping the pressures of contemporary society, while others are compelled to do so by challenging circumstances. In either event, the number of modern nomads is rapidly growing, thanks to individuals and families like those on this list. The best-selling nonfiction book Nomadland, Surviving America in the 21st Century, 2017, by Jessica Bruder, which served as the inspiration for Zhao's Oscar-winning film Nomadland, was so favorably received over the previous 10 years that it was published in 2020. This book describes the modern nomad's way of life as they travel around post-9/11 America. Even Bob Wells, who comes in 10th on our ranking of the top 10 nomadic lifestyles, was given a role in the film. Number 10. Individual in custom van. I have astronomical living expenses, like the majority of young people. Many people opt to live in their cars, vans, or recreational vehicles in order to reduce expenses. Living in a mobile home is not everyone's ideal situation, but Amanda's is. She fought the same conflict of working to afford her home while giving up things she cherished, so she made the choice to take control of her life and move into a tent. She can now freely explore the natural world from her home, where she can also find inner calm. A vehicle has grown out of what was once a tent. Her DIY project is filled with family artifacts, gifted friends' artwork, and a ton of creative storage space. Contrary to what many of us think it should be, Amanda and her dog Frank live a simple, emancipated, and interesting existence in their van. What a thrilling way to experience the world while still taking use of home comforts and having additional money to spend on the activities you genuinely enjoy. Number 9. Bob Wells Method. American YouTuber and author Bob Wells, sometimes known as Van Weller, established the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Additionally, Wells operates the Cheaper Living YouTube channel. Bob eventually came to the realization that this was the style of life that best suited him, despite the fact that his life as a nomad was not what he had planned and despite the fact that he had to move into his van for the first time out of necessity. After living in cars and mobile homes for more than 20 years, Bob established a non-profit organization called the Homes on Wheels Alliance that provides livable vehicles to people in need. Bob is recognized for building a strong sense of community among these people through his Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, which gathers more than 10,000 van dwellers around the United States. His YouTube channel features tutorials on how to set up solar panels, live out of a car, and find affordable dental and vision care. Number 8. Obtain a luxury RV. If you have a house to sell or a sizable amount of savings, the lifestyle of a luxurious RVer might be for you. A brand new RV can cost up to $300,000, although used RVs often range in price from $15,000 to $40,000. According to a Washington Post article, 1 million Americans live full-time in RVs, and many of them say that this decision has improved their relationships and bonded their families. An RV has the benefits of having more space than a car, a built-in kitchen, and a bathroom, as well as extra storage. Families of 6 can travel the country and live contentedly in an RV. Number 7. Converting a Sprinter van. The converted van lifestyle can mean many different things to people like husband and wife Chris and Sarah, who live in a van with a gorgeous tile shower, state-of-the-art security system, fully working kitchen, and office space. Chris and Sarah are a husband and wife traveling pair that work and travel full-time with their dog, Kramer. Our names are Chris and Sarah. We decided to travel full-time in May 2018 since we've always wanted to. Today, we're balancing work and leisure between the Pacific and the Atlantic. From bicycling and trekking to tacos and coffee, we're trying to see and experience as much as we can of this globe. Our current home is a DIY Sprinter van, but our adventures take us all over the world. Keep in mind that Sprinter vans normally cost around $50,000, and how much of the inside work you can do yourself will determine how much it will cost. Number 6. Traveling minimalist. Modern nomads tend to be passionate about minimalism. Despite the number of fancy versions of the nomadic lifestyle that can be accessed online nowadays, the ability to up and leave at a moment's notice is a fundamental benefit of it. Many people choose nomadic lives because they feel constrained by social norms. They can only feel free from these modern limitations by minimizing both their home and their goods. If your motives for being a nomad are to escape societal norms, financial strain, and materialism, the minimalist nomad lifestyle may be right for you. Number 5 is a digital nomad. A digital nomad is someone who works remotely while traveling. Typically, they are self-employed or have flexible working hours that permit frequent travel. After 2020, this way of living will become even more popular due to the increase in jobs that permit remote work. The average digital nomad doesn't have a permanent home, therefore they stay in hostels or short-term rentals. Because the term digital nomad is used so loosely, it might also refer to someone who lives in a customized car or an RV. However, the majority of them are travelers who work online. Number 4, making a tiny house from a car. On Alyssa Vanilla YouTube channel, Alyssa Vanilla describes how she converted her hatchback into a tiny house. The advantages of converting a hatchback or sedan as opposed to a van include greater affordability, lower gas prices, and simpler parking accessibility. The Alyssa channel covers the benefits and drawbacks of living solely inside a moving car as well as offers helpful tips. Anyone looking for easier and less expensive ways to nomadically live can think about converting their car. Number 3, refurbished school bus. Due to the huge amount of area it provides, the DIY school bus mobile home seems to have the most potential. On Alternative House YouTube channel, the couple in the video modified their school bus while keeping it drivable, adding a shower, compost toilet, closet, living space, bedroom, and kitchen. They spent $15,000 traveling the country by bus with their 2 dogs. Number 2, the individual sailor. Not all modern nomads live in a travel trailer. Some individuals live on sailboats. For 11 years, Brian and Karen Troutman have resided on a sailboat. Their yacht has numerous freezers, masses of food storage, a water maker that turns salt water into fresh water, solar and wind power for electricity, and even a small washing machine on board, enabling them to live off the grid and off the grid regions for months at a time. They have sailed 83,000 nautical miles, which is equivalent to more than 3 complete rounds of the equator. Their most recent exploits include sailing with their 6-month-old daughter, Sierra, and outfitting the yacht with a heater so they may explore the Arctic this summer after spending 3 years in the tropics. It can be fairly expensive to start, and the skills required are different from those of a van dweller, or person who travels by vehicle. Even while you'll save money on gas and car insurance, you still need to factor in other costs like boat parking and sailing lessons. Not to mention, you'll need to be somewhat confident that you won't become seasick. Number 1, the truly absurd spaceship on wheels. If you prefer not to modify a van or other vehicle, you can always purchase a mobile home. This luxurious RV is essentially the Bugatti La Voiture Noire of living vehicles. Motorized blinds, a ton of storage, and chic black and brown shelving are all abundant inside. It looks like the cabin of a private jet Elon Musk may own. The queen-sized bed in the bedroom gives the impression that it belongs in a hotel. There is plenty of space in the bathroom. Even a garage has been incorporated into the back of this RV.